So like I started off, family, it don't matter what your religion is, because it's not about that. We got to come together no matter what. We got to help each other no matter what. If we don't, then our whole civilization, all of our people of color, will be destroyed. And that will be the first time in history that it ever happened. As we're about to read in the story of Exodus, it starts talking about how the oppressor had made a plan to destroy all the men in Israel. Well, we already know that they got a plan out here to destroy all the men. The story in the book of Exodus is very much like the story of today's time that we're going through today. And in the story of the book of Exodus, they was waiting for their Exodus to take place, and so are we in today's time, waiting for our Exodus to take place. In the story of Exodus, they had their own city, a city called Goshen, and so do we. We have our city. It's called Beulah. You know, we're doing our very best to prepare for what the Most High has in store for us. In the story of Exodus, they sought all types of things to try to destroy our people, but they started by trying to destroy the man. And here today, they're doing exactly that, waging war against the man. Why aren't they trying to destroy the woman as hard? Not that they're not trying to destroy the woman, but why are they not trying to destroy the woman as hard as they can with the man? The reason is because the Europeans or the oppressors, I don't even want to say Europeans, because they're not all European. The oppressors understand that if they leave the woman behind, they can always mate with the women, and the women will produce them all over again. They understand that. There's too many of us that don't understand that. They can always mate with the women and reproduce themselves. It might take a couple generations to get all of that dominant seed out, but they can do that. Now, if our men were to mate with their women, we're reproducing ourselves. And it's already too many. It's already too many of us in their eyes, too many of us that are here today. So this is why they wage war against us. Why do they wage war? Hey, let me tell you this part right here. This is why they made so many males homosexual today. This is why they promote homosexuality, so that the man will become effeminized and won't stand up like a man and defend himself. Therefore, the best thing they can do is make you feminine in your mind. And that's what they've done. They can have you still in their communities, in their households, in their workforce in society to help their society be productive. Like they can have you working at their supermarkets, their grocery stores, their business offices. And if you look, that's where most of them are working at. That's where most of them are working at. They're not really doing masculine jobs. They're doing feminine jobs, jobs women usually do or could do. They're not bricklayers. They're not electricians. I'm talking about on a majority level. They're not carpenters. They're not doing main physical work because they're too delicate. They don't want to break their fingernails. They have effeminized us. So therefore, those are the same people that's not going to go out to war with them. You don't see no homosexuals going to war and waging war about what the adversarial energies are doing to us. That's not going to happen. Can you imagine if Malcolm X was a homo? Can you imagine what it would have been like? Marcus Garvey, if he was a homo, what it would have been like? These are men, and they are men, and they stand up for the people